Hello, I'm Louis Sidney Ferguson, publisher and writer of the book Inside of Sanity, the Bartender. And I'm here today to talk to you about the actual book, Inside of Sanity, the Bartender. It's available on Amazon.com in Kindle form as well as paperback. The paperback version is 204 pages, not that much, but it's a good read. And I'm not just saying it because I'm the author. To give you a little bit of detail about it, I'll read a little bit of the inscription that's on the back of it. It says, Inside of Sanity, the Bartender is a twisted tale of a man named Will who tries to find the center of sanity through a whirlwind of chaotic madness produced by this up and down world he was placed in. To help aid him on his way, he finds himself in the company of a colorful cast of misfits, ranging from a long-winded philosopher, a genius criminal, and a delusional messenger. Will he ever bring his ship back to dock, or will he meet the fate of so many others who have been lost at sea? Now, to give you a little bit of insight or look into the book, when I actually wrote this book, approximately 15 years ago, I was in an extremely dark place in my life. So I had this idea. I'm not going to give the whole book away because that'd be defeating the purpose. But what I will say is what I did was at the time, my mind was so fractured and splittered. You might as well say into 1,001 different pieces. So what I did was I had all these multiple characters running in my head. And what I did was I placed them in a book. So I have characters ranging from, let's go to the table of contents. Of course, the first character is a philosopher. I have a character called the storyteller. I have a character called Mr. Insecurity. You women will really love that guy there. Guys always tell me women is insecure. Where do you get a load of this guy? I have a character called Artwork, and his thing is just his perception on how he view art, and he sees life as art, and he sees he sees art, in everything. I have another character, the Messenger. I have a character called Mr. Crime. For all of those thugs out there, you might be able to get a little something out of that. I have a character called Mr. Love, and the last character is called the Doctor. Like I said, it's a colorful cast of characters. And I promise you, you won't be let down. It's a page turner. But hey, don't take my word for it. Buy the book. Just go on Amazon.com and buy the book. Either buy the paperback, or if you're green like me, concerned about the earth, then go ahead and just buy the Kindle version. They're at reasonable prices. The paperback is $9.99. The download Kindle version is $4.99. Reasonable. I ain't trying to break nobody's pocket. But not just that, I personally believe, and I'm not just saying that, but I believe it's a whole lot of information and just a lot of jewels in there that you could pick the book up, and I guarantee, no matter who you are, ranging from the top or the bottom, you can get something out of this book. I guarantee it. You get some type of jewel out of this book. So, just to give you another little insight on the book, it's basically takes place in a bar in Philadelphia, and it's like a dialogue book. I try to think of some of the classics, like in some of the Greek. I didn't tailor that for Greek philosophers, but I have read a few of Plato's work and I always liked it how they had the characters talking back and forth and interchanging. I always liked that style. Like even Machiavelli. I noticed like in say his book Art of War, how he has like 5 characters and they're all just conversing with themselves. I've always been intrigued with that type of format and writing. So I kind of emulated that in this book right here. So, but what I like to say is I didn't, I didn't go that far range like Plato and Machiavelli. They give you 4 or 5 characters at one time conversing. what I did, I kept it at the dialogue with two people conversing at the same time because I just basically wanted to deal with the polarities. And and if you just ride that center wave, I can guarantee you'll get a jewel out of it. So, like I said before, you know, it's been a long time in the making. A lot of people I felt as though I didn't get a play on the book. Like I had actually sat down with a few publishers, and they couldn't quite label it right because me being an African American, but then some of the contents of the book is a little intellectual, so they didn't quite know how to fit it. So I'm glad that you have companies now such as Creative Space that make things like this tangible to be able to get to the public. Because like I said before, everybody has a story, and I believe this is a good story. But like I said before, don't take my word on it. Please go ahead and buy the book. Thank you. Oh, no, yeah. I forgot to mention on my last video, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down, and I promise you I will reply. Thank you.